Hey, YouTube and Facebook fans, this is Kurt Brunson's YouTube and Facebook channel. I'm coming to you for my MSC Divina review on the cruise that I just came home from. Well, first of all, I'd like to give my thanks to MSC. They they give you a good value for your money when it comes down to the cruise itself. Um, Now, first getting to the port, we came in. Actually, we flew in and to Miami, and the night before, and the flight was a good flight. We flew on American Airlines from New York. The flight was good. We got food and stuff. Some knickknacks for peanuts and another thing with something to drink. I had coffee, and like I said, the getting to Miami was fine. We stayed at a hotel for the night, a motel for the night before our cruise the next day, or next evening actually, because the cruise started around 7 o'clock. My wife and I, and my son Samuel, came in and did, and get to the port was fine. Um, Embarkation was good too. It was really, really fast getting on the ship. And we had to wait a little while for the room. Well, actually, you know what? We waited a while, but our key card was at the room itself, at the front, in the front by the door. And it didn't take that long to get the room, but it took a little bit of time. Now, first of all, the overall thoughts on how beautiful the ship is. The ship is beautiful, gorgeous ship. It's an older ship, being that it's not, got some age on it. But they do a really good job on upkeeping of the ship. They're cleaning constantly, and that was not a problem whatsoever. The look of the ship was nice. Um, the negative that I have on the ship itself is that to be such a pretty nice sized ship, um, there's not a lot to do during the day. Um, and also they don't have like in all the MSC ships I've been on, the Divina now, the Meraviglia, and the Seascape, they don't have individual restaurant places where you can eat, let's say, a burger by itself, or a hot dog stand by itself, or pizza by itself. You have to go to the main dining room. It's a massive main dining room. Massive main dining rooms, and also the buffet is huge. But that itself makes it, uh, it's like a lot of lines just to get, let's say, if I want to just get pizza, you have to wait on that long line to get into the buffet. The thoughts on the people that cruise the MSC. People, they were saying that there are a lot of rude people. We've been on Carnival and we've been on MSC and we also have been on Norwegian. And overall, I get what people are saying. There's a lot of foreigners with different languages on MSC cruises, and they want something. They just want that one piece of chicken or whatever, and they'll just go and grab it. Even though there's a line, all they want is that one piece of chicken, grab it and go about their way. It's a little rude, but you kind of, if you're not just cutting in front of me to get a full meal, if you want to grab just a biscuit or something, just go right ahead. I'm not gonna fight you for it. Okay, the first meal we had was at the buffet when we came in. That seemed like for lunch and dinner more or less. The buffet was crowded, like you expect the buffet to be, with that many thousands and thousands of people on it, especially the first meal, because first thing people want to do is eat. And since the room is really not ready yet, that's the first thing you do. I mean, the buffet itself overall wasn't a bad buffet. The food was, was okay. I get when people say that the food isn't hot. It's warm, and you kind of get used to it. But I would like to have my food hotter. So let me, get the food hot, and then if I need to cool it down, let me do that rather than have it at room temperature or a little bit above that. Um, they have this soft serve ice cream. Only was like 5 hours between noon and 5, if I'm not mistaken, and the ice cream was good. I had a steak, which was a very good steak. Um, the thing is that I asked for it medium well. It was medium well. It wasn't the greatest cut of steak, but it was definitely edible. And the mashed potatoes I had with it was really good. I also had the shrimp and grits, which was really good. But I've had better shrimp and grits on the Seascape that we had just went on before this cruise. Now, sail away parties. No one does it better than Carnival. And it seems as though Norwegian sailaway party, excuse me, the MSC scale sailaway party was non-existent. I mean, we were in the buffet, and all of a sudden, it started to move out. It wasn't no big hoopla for it. It was no big, to do. It just moved out. Now, another issue that I do have with MSC, and I'm going to be, like I said, it's an honest review, is that during the day, if you don't want to do bingo and you don't want to do like those little shopping things where they have discounts on certain things throughout the day, there's not much to do outside of just lazing by the pool or staying in your staying in your balcony room, and or just eating a lot. So what you end up doing is gouging out on food. They have the time, take the time away. People do hoard the loungers like every other cruise I've been on. You'll go down there and see 5 lounges with just a towel on it, nobody around, and then all of a sudden 30 minutes, 40 minutes later, you might see a person on one of the towels and looking like the other ones are being used, but the person's not here quite yet. Now, the late night entertainment was pretty good. They put on a show, the cast, cast show of the workers, and the name of the show out is I've kind of forgot the name of the show, but it was an excellent show, very entertaining, and the the people that put on it were top notch when it comes down to singing and dancing. So with that show, I had no problem whatsoever. Like I say, the entertainment around the cruise itself, the piano players or the guitar players or the saxophonists or whatever, they were excellent entertainers. But the fact that they don't have a Broadway type show, let's say with Carnival or Norwegian or even like Royal Caribbean, which I've never been on, they put on excellent Broadway type shows. MSC doesn't, and I think they have to eventually get to that. Possibly that's the reason why they can keep their prices lower. I'm not sure, but if they're going to compete with the likes of Carnival and Royal Caribbean, they have to step up their entertainment when it comes down to their shows that they put on. Now, throughout the night, me and my son have a ritual. Me and Samuel have a ritual. It's like the late night pizza run. Go down there and get, 3, 4, 5 slices of pizza, bring it up to the room with my wife, and we all have pizza together. The pizza is outstanding. It's one thing about MSC is that their pizza is outstanding. on a negative to something about their food, my son had some pasta, and of course they cook it al dente. He wasn't crazy about that because it was a lot more chewier than he's normally used to. But you know, their pizza is really really good. Now, my overall thoughts on MSC, the cruise line itself, since it's been on our third cruise, is for the value you can't beat it. Um, the price point on MSC is hard to beat. It's a little bit slightly less than I would say Carnival. The only difference is Carnival puts on a better entertainment for the American market than let's say MSC does, and MSC has to pick up on that type of entertainment in order to bring in the American consumer over the foreign consumers that may, you know, are used to that type of cruise line. Like I said before, is MSC really good? Yes, for the value you can't. I don't think you can beat it. Would I cruise MSC again? This is my third MSC cruise, so of course I have no issue with MSC as a cruise line. And would I do this cruise again? Yes. The only issue was it was only a 4 day cruise, which means, well, a 3 day cruise. And it wasn't long enough. But getting the taste of the Divina, I wish I could have done the 3 day, 4 day back to back, where you'll have makes it a 7 day cruise. You know, being that we went to the same, we went to from went from Miami to Nassau. The private island we couldn't do because we couldn't get into the private island because of the weather. So we just had a sea day. I wish I would have been able to get into the private island because I like to do the light show, but I wasn't able to get into that this time. And that was kind of disappointing to the people because they were really looking forward to getting to to the light show and to the island. But they did give us back a good refund of the money because of that. It was over a little over $100, which made up for the fact that you couldn't get into to the private island. So, like I said, would I do it again? Definitely. I'm actually looking at other MSC cruises, possibly this year, to top off this year in 24. I'm looking at other lines too, but like I said, for if you have limited funds and you have the need to cruise, MSC would not be a bad choice. Okay, so this is my honest review of MSC, of the Divina. If you have any questions, at the end of this, you can write me and let me know what else I can say about it. Maybe I can, say what I answer the questions for you. And I would like for you, if you like this content, to subscribe to my channel, Kirk Brunson's YouTube and Facebook channel, and give this a thumbs up. Again, this is Kirk Brunson's YouTube and Facebook channel. Hopefully, we'll be talking to you soon. You have a good day. Bye-bye.